Hey guys, what's up? Merry Christmas, hope your holidays are going good, and this video is just going to be some random Precure opinions part 1. I would love for another Precure season to go back to the rainbow aesthetic like yes, Precure 5 and Smile. I just think it's so pleasing to the eyes, especially how Smile did it. They just look like they're right out of a crayon box, and I'm actually surprised they don't do it that much. Instead, they go for pink, blue, and yellow, which is very sad, but maybe one day. I think Pretty Cure Splash Star has the worst designs in the series. Sorry for y'all you Splash Star fans. I know my friend Kento Wong loves Splash Star and his favorite cure is Cure Bloom, but I really don't like the Splash Star designs. I just think they're very tacky, but hopefully I get to the series eventually. I heard the action is really good. My favorite Precure All-Stars film is Precure All-Stars New Stage 3 Eternal Friends. This is the movie that Happiness Charge first appears in All-Stars, and I love the action in this movie. It's beautiful. I also really like how yes, Precure 5 all randomly got speaking roles. Such a nice splash of color to just throw in there. We love that rainbow, but it's my favorite All-Stars movie of all time. My favorite non-All-Stars movie would have to be the Doki Doki Precure movie. This movie was just beautiful. Like it was really dark for a Precure film. Especially when Mana starts bleeding and the whole storyline with her dog dying. Such a beautiful movie. Like the colors and this is a great movie. I don't think we necessarily need male cures. Sure, they're great. Like if they were to put a male cure in the main team, would I be excited? Not really. I'd just be like, okay, cool. And this is from a guy's perspective. Like, I don't really desire male cures as I desire a green cure or a green haired cure. That's just me, I guess. And Cure Anthony, like, yes, he was great and awesome that we have awesome that we had like a male cure for the first time and a presumably gay cure. I just don't clamor for male cures very much. Everyone is saying like Cure Anthony, he's male and green. I'm like, but does he have green hair though? But yeah, just and this is not me saying like, oh, Magical Girl series is for girls only. Like we don't need guys. Like no, that's BS. Like obviously it would be cool to have guys in like the Maho shoujo genre, but I don't really clamor for them to be in Precure at least. Like just give me some green hair cures before we get a male cure. That's just how I view it. My least favorite Precure movie is the Cure Precure movie. Don't get me wrong, I love Cure Precure. Basically, the movie is very devoid of any action. Almost all fights are usually stopped within 30 seconds for the Cures to talk or do some kind of minutia or silly moment, and yeah, there's little to no fighting in this movie. It's also heavily focused on CL/Cure Parfait, who's probably my least favorite Precure, so yeah. And yes, I know the series is for kids, especially little girls, and yes, they love the series for its colors, but I'm sure they also love the fighting. So for this movie to be devoid of any action is quite a shame to the Precure series and how it began. And I feel like Precure, what I love about it is the juxtaposition of wearing a beautiful outfit and fighting in it. It's like using your femininity and being like, screw it, like I'm gonna fight and still be feminine and pretty. So I love that. And this movie, like, there's no fighting, so it's like, where'd all that go? But yeah, my least favorite All-Stars movie would have to be Haru no Carnival. Cure Precure has the best designs in the series. They're just so colorful and unique. A screenshot of the show would definitely get people wondering, what show is that? In my favorite Precure by color video, I said that Cure Cosmo is my favorite blue, but honestly, I'd have to say Cure Diamond is my favorite. I just remember loving her in Doki Doki Precure. I guess the reason why I didn't include her in the video is because it's been a while since I saw Doki Doki, so I really wouldn't have had anything to say. And Cure Cosmo came out at the time, so she was fresh and fun and new, but right now, I'm not really like obsessed with Cure Cosmo that much. Cure Diamond is my favorite blue cure. The civilian designs of Healing Good Precure look super unique and they really give it a fresh new look because they have natural hair colors. As for the Cure designs, well, that's going to be in the next opinion. So, in regards to the Healing Good designs, I'd have to say Grace is my favorite, and honestly, I really don't like Fontaine or Sparkle's designs very much, especially Cure Fontaine's. I just feel like she looks like a typical blue water cure. And yeah, I just want to say this because that's how I feel. And when I feel like there's this thing in the Precure fandom where if one or two people say they think the Cure's design is generic or they don't like it, 50 other people are like, what's with all the negativity? Like, stop complaining, just enjoy it. And it's like, sis, like 50 other people love it. There's not as much negativity as you think. People are free to express if they don't like the design or not. But anyways, yeah, apparently Cure Fontaine's supposed to be a sporty girl, but we'll see. To me, she just looks like, I don't know, a less cool version of Cure Mermaid. As for Cure Sparkle, I don't really like her design, especially the lower half. I just find it tacky with the whole skirt fluff thing going on. I know a lot of people love it. Like, you're free to like it if you want, but we're not really feeling it. Apparently, she's into fashion too, just like a Kirara/Cure Twinkle, but Again, like I just think Pure Twinkle has the better design, and I'm comparing them to Go Princess because it's a pink, blue, and yellow thing going on. Also, I'm not hating on these designs because there's no green here. Like I love the Go Princess designs, I love the Hug Toe designs, even though there's pink, blue, yellow. I really love Cure Ace and her all red design. She's my second favorite red Cure, and a lot of people wanted Regina to become Cure Ace instead of Augury, but the thing with me is that I got into Precure in 2015, and so I was already spoiled that Augury was Cure Ace, and there are also people saying like, "Oh, Augury is so rude. You know, she's like bossing them around, and she's like a little girl, like annoying little girl." But I don't know. I find her interesting, and the concept of her, going from a young to like a grown up form is super cool. And even though she's bossy, like yeah, but Regina is super spoiled, so I would not really want Regina to become a Precure. But with that being said, just because I don't like the character doesn't mean they're like a bad character in general. Like they can still make the series more interesting. Like Regina definitely made Doki Doki Precure interesting, especially with her tension with the four. I was about to say the inner Senshi, but the four main Precures. So she's interesting regardless, even though I don't like her. I love when cures have musical instruments as weapons. I think it's very stylish and cool, and the idea of taking your opponent down using like a tambourine is just unique. My ideal cure would have green hair and fight her opponents with a little tiny piano. I get that we only have one orange cure, Cure Sunny, but I really don't think they're in need of much more representation than green cures are. I always hear people say, "Oh, well, we only have one orange cure, it's Cure Sunny," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get it, but yellow cures have a lot of orange tones, so." I don't know about you, but if orange was my favorite color, I'd be good. Like I'd have a lot of orange queens to stand. But literally, there's no green-haired ones. There's only two, so I don't think it's the same dire need of representation. Yes, Cure Felice and Cure Milky are green cures. Yes, I consider them as green. I feel like people kind of misunderstood my point in the green Precure video because I wasn't arguing that they weren't green. I was just expressing my disappointment with their designs, how they're overly pink or overly blue. So yes, I do think they are green. It's just that in many screenshots and a lot of the time, Cure Milky is physically blue. Like people would always tell me, like, oh, but she's confirmed green in the puzzle game. She has a green background. She even said it herself in episode 37, like Mihoshi green. But I'm like, yeah, like we know she's a green cure. I do consider her as an official member of the green team. But physically, she looks blue a lot of the time. So my argument is basically I would have preferred if they made her a different shade, like more greenish, like a turquoise color. So yes, I do consider them green. Just wish their color choices physically were different. And another common argument I got on my Green Precure video was, does that mean cures like Cure Flora, Cure Peach, and Cure Heart and Cure Miracle are yellow cures because they have blonde yellow hair? And I don't think so because they actually wear pink. They actually have pink costumes. With Cure Parfait's deal, she has pink hair and a blue dress, a blue rainbow dress. So it's not the same thing as Cure Peach. Cure Peach is not a yellow cure because she actually wears pink. She has a lot of pink tones. With Cure Parfait, like what about her is green? I guess she has green earrings, a little green ruffle of fabric on her little rainbow, but it's about it. And then there's also the argument, oh well, her blue dress is a shade of turquoise. It's still green. Let's be real, that's more blue than it is green. It's like that's if that was the case, then wouldn't Marine be a blue cure with green as her secondary color? Because she had that long green hair, guys. Look at Marine's long green hair. No, let me stop. But I get why people want to consider her green, but it's at the end of the day, yes, people can consider her green. It's like literally up to people's speculation. At the end of the day, yes, I know this is a show for little girls, and I know I'm probably overanalyzing it, but I just don't consider her green. The same argument can be applied to Shiny Luminous. People often gave me comments saying, "Oh, so why do you count Shiny Luminous as a yellow cure, but not Parfait as a green cure, even though Shiny Luminous doesn't even wear yellow?" Well, it's because her hair is huge and yellow. Like it's a large portion of her with a whole yellow aesthetic. Cure Parfait doesn't have anything that's green other than small details, so that's just where I stand. I love Precure designs, but I'd love if they also take inspiration from Prepara because the designs in that show are super good. I really wanted to get into the show because some of the costumes look wow, and I love how they play around with the colors. Like the main character, she wears pink, but she has purple hair, and it works so well. This is pretty obvious, but Curemin slash Komachi Akimoto is my favorite Precure of all time. She's very pretty and green, and badass when she needs to be. My number one favorite season would have to be Hugto Precure. I just think the story was very well written. The episodes weren't boring. I actually found myself watching one after the other, or like five in one day. And I know there's people who watch more episodes than that. If so, like congrats. But like I have kind of like a low attention span, but like 5 episodes is a lot for me in one day, so that's good. The characters, not just the precures, but the villains and the side characters were pretty good. Papa's story especially was very nicely written. It almost seems like something you wouldn't even find in precure, something you'd find in mature anime, I suppose. It was really cool. The ending made me cry, and when I say cry, I don't mean like fake cry, like ah, but like I meant like actually tears. Like I was like actually like really crying. Because it was just so beautiful, like seeing these girls like who like struggled and like had a fun life as kids, and like they're finally like grown ups now. Like one's a doctor. Okay, spoilers. I'm not gonna go into like what they become, but whatever. Really made me cry, and not the scene where they're like running for the train. Like that almost had me, not really, but the scene where like she gave. Should I do spoilers? Okay, yeah, the scene where Hana gives birth. It made me cry. Best season. And my second favorite season is Cure Precure a la mode. While Cure Mint is my number one favorite cure, my number two cure of all time is Cure Shokora. I just love Cure Shokora. But I don't know, just the idea that she's like a precure based on dogs and she's like also based on chocolate. And I love both chocolate, I love dogs. Like such a specific random theme. I mean, granted, all the cure precures are random in their own right. I mean, a squirrel pudding, like really, that's so cool. But I don't know, Cure Shokora is just amazing. Her romance with Yukari was also nice too. I've always felt like Cure Sunshine and Cure Moonlight were very much ignored in the All Stars movies. Well, at least until they started only putting the most recent teams in the All Stars movies. Sunshine and Moonlight, they'd always get screen time taken away from them in the place of Marine. Marine would always talk, but she would always usurp Sunshine and Moonlight's place to talk. I guess it's the writer's decision because they figured Cure Marine is more popular. And in the most recent one, the Hugto All Stars one, Marine gets the most lines, and those two they just grunt. So yeah, we need more love for Sunshine and Moonlight. Maho Sky Precure or Maho Girls Precure is probably my least favorite season. I really didn't like the story very much, or I don't know, the way it was handled. Something about it. Also, the action. Oh, the action was terrible, you guys. It's actually worse than Cure Precure, which is ironic because Cure Precure didn't even throw punches, and it was still better than Maho Girls. I do love their designs. Cure Felice, I also like that. Also added to like another reason why I didn't like it because like her hair was just so pink, and me, I don't like pink hair on mid-season cures, but yeah. I also thought Mofurun was so annoying. Oh, he's all like he no she it's a girl. Mofurun is always like eating like, oh, like so cookies like so yummy, and I just don't like I love cute things like Pikachu, but if you try to make something so cute, like sugary cute all the time, it's like it's not that cute. Like you had me in the first half, but yeah, this is my least favorite season of all time. Anyway, those were my random Precure opinions. Tell me yours down below if you agree or disagree with me, and thanks for watching.